start.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong in rebound. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton out there with Williams. Then it's Madsen. Then it's Thomas. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game. Utah's on defense. Thomas finds Claxton. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Claxton's got the first basket of the game for the Nets. Now, here's Bryce. Booker at the elbow. Pass to Eason. Daniel from outside. They get it back. Back to Eason. Daniels with it over Porter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Booker. Thomas against Booker. Thomas, no luck.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Bryce. An easy 2 points on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Madsen. He's defended by Price. Thomas against Booker. Clock at 6. Thomas passes to Madsen. Offline with his 3. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. Here's Eason. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Claxton's got his second bucket. Price with the ball. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. With 3, Booker in the corner. Daniels. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Price. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Williams finds Claxton. Here's Madsen. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. Thomas outside. gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, that's the part of Porter Jr.'s game that can take him to the next level.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Price looking it over. In the corner, Daniels. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Daniels has got 7 points.
A shot Dyson continues to work on. When he's locked in from deep, he's tough to defend.
Williams against Eason. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Rockets. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Williams passes to Madsen, and it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And here's Porter. He has yet to score. Pass to Madsen. From deep. Kessler with the rebound.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's Booker. And here's Daniels. Wide open. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Nets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter finds Williams. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Jazz with some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Mitchell in for Devin Booker. Williams passes to Madsen. Paxton a screen on Price. Shot clock at 6. Back to Williams for 3. The putback. Claxton. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Price driving to the basket. Eason gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Madsen. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Madsen's got his second bucket of the night. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest. That game against the Trailblazers. Price with it. Williams picks him up. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And finished off by Collins.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Outside Williams. Porter in the corner. Williams in the post. Covered by Mitchell. Claxton trying to free himself up. And Claxton throws it down.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
The try by Price. Well, there've got to be a lot of challenges at different stages of the season, Stan. Here we are in mid-season. What comes to the top of your mind when you think about what these coaches are facing now?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, it was always just that mental grind of thinking that there was an answer out there that I wasn't finding, that we had one more thing that maybe could unlock better performance. And you think about the game 24/7, where sometimes the best way to come up with those answers would be to get away from it.
3 on the clock. Williams. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Jazz. 3-point lead. Now Daniels playing Portland. He was nearly unstoppable. Collins off with the layup. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Price against Johnson. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Price passes to Collins. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got his 4th assist in this one.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Johnson dishes to Williams. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Eason. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Johnson against Price. On the wing, Williams. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Porter. And that one's good. Daniels.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Sharp. Outside Porter. Now Williams shoots the 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Johnson. Also Cam Thomas out there. Sharp out there with Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul. On defense, Utah. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Takes it from 10.
Great defense by Booker. The instincts he has, just always knows where to be.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Pass to Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Collier, still scoreless.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And it's Johnson penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
On the wing, Booker. To the wing right side. Kessler wide open. He fires. Another miss by Utah.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Kessler, a screen on Johnson. Going inside. Here's Sensabaugh. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Nets leading by 4. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Booker against Thomas. Down low. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Johnson. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Collier, and stolen by Sharp. Johnson goes in, shoots over Herter. Johnson's shot is off. Jazz trail by 7. Shot to stop the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half, but now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's Madsen in for Johnson. Here's Madsen, and it's sent back by Kessler. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Manson passes to Wilson. Here's Thomas. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Booker with it. Now Thomas defending. And Herter gets it to go.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You've got to contest the shot better than that.
Manson passes to Claxton. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On the wing, Booker. Thomas covering. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
And timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Michael Porter comes in for Williams. On the wing, Porter. The Nets working the ball around now. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got 10 points in the game. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Booker. From the arc, Booker sinks the 3.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Outside, Porter launches a 3. Utah with the rebound. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Manson. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Pass to Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And it's sent back by Kessler. Booker against Thomas. Here's Collier. To the paint. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Outside Williams. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now here's Booker. 16 points for him. Kessler a screen on Thomas. Booker the pass to Kessler. And the rejection by Claxton. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Booker. And Utah again with the...
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Thomas. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Thomas got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
On the wing, Booker lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Williams, he's checked in for Thomas. Daniels with it. He's got 11. The shot, no good. Good defense by Claxton. Porter passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Price with it. Picked up by Claxton. Outside Collins. Over Manson. Collins, good. Collins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, tough-nosed veteran. Collins is no stranger to having to overcome aggressive defense.
Williams against Booker. Williams passes to Claxton. Goes up on the top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Eason, the screen. Daniels kicks to Price. Back to Daniels. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Eason, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Madsen, guarded by Price. Madsen passes to Williams. A miss that time would have put him up. And so Booker will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Madsen. He's covered by Daniels. Back to Williams. Over Collins. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Utah. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a 6th man on the floor. And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. The Raptors out in Toronto will go up against the Pacers. That's a 3:30 p.m. tip-off Eastern Time.
2 of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go. Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
They've got Collins. Daniels out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Price, and it's Booker in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Porter at the elbow. Pass to Madsen. Williams with the ball. Here's Madsen. He's covered by Eason. And it's Madsen missing. Utah has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Porter with a block.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Collins. Booker outside. Now, here's Price. Into the lane, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Collins. Outside Thomas. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Claxton throws it down.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Price outside, inside, and Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Pass to Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. Now Claxton. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Madsen. And not sure what he was thinking there.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And here's Price. He has 6. Knocked loose. Booker, no good. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Madsen passes to Claxton. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Daniels. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter looking it over. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Daniels. Back to Booker. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Devin Booker attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 20 points.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Thomas against Booker. Outside Thomas. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Price outside. Tries it from 19. They get it back. Kessler in the post, working on Williams. A second chance effort, and the layup good by Kessler. Kessler's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Jazz with some changes. John Collins comes in for Walker Kessler. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Devin Booker. And a change for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Pass to Madsen. Claxton, a screen on Price. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
There's a screen by Collins. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Williams can't hit. Jazz trail by 4. To the inside. Porter with the steal. Pass to Madsen. Tries a 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Daniels. Collins, a screen on Williams. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Utah called timeout.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
Now Porter, scoreless thus far. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A 3-pointer is right on target. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Price outside. Down low. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
Outside Thomas. It's Porter. Outside. Rebound Utah. Nice passes to Eason. Here's Collins. Price outside. Collins setting the pick for Price. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Eason. From downtown, the rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Inside, Porter passes to Madsen. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Over Eason. Thomas, no luck. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 5. Collins, a screen on Williams. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Utah calls timeout. Instead, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
buries the long-range jumper. Sharp's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Basket good. Kessler's got 6 here in this quarter. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Sharp, that's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Johnson goes in, and the layup falls. Johnson's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Nets. Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. 54 seconds left in the third. Kessler screen on Williams. Here's Booker. The rebound by the Nets. Outside Porter to the middle. Here's Clowney, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Pass to Herter. Here's Collier. With a floater. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Williams. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists tonight. Now here's Booker. He's got 22. To the paint. Here's Kessler. No good with the layup. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. He takes it in, and that one drops for him.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Nets leading by 13. Johnson with it. Now here's Thomas. With the shot. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 15 here tonight. In the corner, Herter with it. Back to Booker. To the middle, here's Collier. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Sharp, the pass to Thomas. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Madsen, he's checked in for the Nets.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Sharp. Here's Clowney. Drills the three-pointer.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Madsen, guarded by Price. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Williams passes to Madsen. No good from outside.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Daniels. Inside, Collins. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Booker. Williams can't hit. Jazz trail by 12. Booker the pass to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Collins so active around the rim.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Releases. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Nets lead by 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Price dishes to Daniels. The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 12. Thomas goes in. Here's Madsen. To the inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told him, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Madsen. He's defended by Price. 18 feet out, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Left side Collins. Back to Daniels. Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
It's Thomas on the wing. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Price outside. Booker outside. Left side Collins. Price outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Eason's shot is good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Madsen. He's defended by Price. Yes, that goes in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels.
And that one's good by Porter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Jazz trail by 13. Booker outside. Kicks it out to Collins. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason. Nets leading. By 11. Outside Thomas. Down low, here's Madsen. And the rejection by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots. Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's Daniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for Utah, Daniels.
No good on that one. And he's good. Good on the second.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half. Taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Outside Thomas. Screen by Claxton. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. Daniels kicks to Booker. Collins against Thomas. And the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Collins, a screen on Thomas. Pass to Collins. 5 to shoot. And then Collins slams it in.
He can slam it with the best of them. Collins with an all-star weekend-worthy dunk there.
Booker against Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Williams. From past the arc. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And the dunk by Eason.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Outside Porter. Here's Madsen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 6th assist on the night.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Oh, nice to see a powerful forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Here's Thomas. Good D by Booker.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Nice passes to Daniels. Kicks it out to Collins. Claxton with the steal. Shoots from 14, and that's good off the glass that time. And the Nets lead by 8.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Porter. 35 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thomas. Over Booker. That's good for Thomas. On the assist by Porter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Madsen. He's defended by Price.
Utah foul. Price. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Thomas has it in the corner.